Alright, so I just got done watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I've got a few things to say about it. And everybody else is doing a review of this movie, so I thought I'd throw my 2 cents out there as well. And before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and warn you all that there will be spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the movie, then be sure to go see the movie before watching this, or if you just don't care about spoilers, then just keep watching. So the movie starts off with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show reference, and it's kind of a cool little nod to the kids that grew up watching that show, which is mostly us old school gamers. And they even got the original Princess Toadstool voice actress to do the woman's voiceover in the commercial, which actually shows that they cared enough to put in the effort to make sure that the old school gamers got some love as well. And speaking of references, there were so many references in this movie, from the old school Mario games to the newer ones. This movie had something for Nintendo fans of every generation. And when this movie does come out on DVD or streaming services, there's going to be so many moments that I want to just pause it and look at everything and see what I can find. Because I'm sure there were a lot of things that I missed. The animation in this movie was amazing, and really immersive as well. They really did a great job bringing all these places from the video games to the big screen, and while you're watching the movie, it makes you feel like you're actually there. This is what I wish that the Nintendo games actually looked like, and when it gets to the point that Nintendo's games actually look this good, it's gonna be amazing. And seeing it in 3D is even better. Not to mention if you go out to the theaters, you get these cool limited edition popcorn buckets, and cups as well, which I'm sure one day will be worth a lot of money. The voice acting in this movie was great. Jack Black as Bowser was my favorite, because he's just freaking hilarious. The parts where he's playing the piano and singing are just the best. He really just brings a lot of life to the movie, and makes Bowser just a really fun villain to watch. The inclusion of the Donkey Kong world is something that I really didn't expect, but I was really happy to see. Because even though we got to see Donkey Kong in the trailer, I didn't think we were going to actually get to see the entire Donkey Kong world. I thought, okay, yeah, Donkey Kong's just going to make a cameo, but no, he was like a big part of the movie. DK himself was hilarious, with all the showboating and everything, and the fact that the DK rap was his intro music when he was coming out to fight Mario made it even better. Seeing other Kongs from games like Donkey Kong 64 was really awesome, and I would have loved to have seen more of those characters too. The fight scene of Donkey Kong vs. Mario was kick-ass. It was a lot better than I expected it to be, because Donkey Kong started out getting the better of Mario, and Mario has to learn about the different power-ups and what they do before actually getting the hang of it and being able to defeat Donkey Kong. And the parts with Mario Kart were freaking awesome, because it was a huge big chase, and it was really exciting. It really gave you that feeling of playing a game like Mario Kart 8, where there's all kinds of craziness going on, and it was just like a huge big battle between the Koopas and, Team Mario, all while they were racing as well to try and get to Bowser's castle. It's like one of those crazy chase scenes that they put in them big blockbuster movies, but in the style of Mario Kart. It was really fun to watch, and Rainbow Road looked really beautiful as well. Up next we have Bowser and Peach's wedding, which was pretty fun to watch because Peach gets to kick some ass, and we even get to see some Ice Flower action. I liked seeing all of the different Mario Brothers enemies at Bowser's wedding, including King Boo and King Bob-omb from Super Mario 64. Overall, it was just a really fun scene to watch. As for the ending, the fight between the Mario Brothers and Bowser was just classic. We finally got to see Mario and Luigi teaming up, getting the Power Star invincibility. We even got to see Mario and Luigi grab Bowser by the tail and spin him around like in Mario 64. I really enjoyed it, the ending was great, but it did have some bad things about it. Speaking of the bad things, it's time to talk about the bad parts of the movie. So to me at least, from watching this movie, I thought that the movie felt kind of rushed. It was constantly go, go, go. They didn't really give the movie much time to breathe. Mario just kind of goes with the flow. I mean, he questions and looks confused at some parts, but mostly he just seems like it is what it is. Like, a normal person from Brooklyn wouldn't be this comfortable fighting a giant lizard and everything else that's going on. It just seemed like his character needed a bit more time to grow and get used to all of this new world. And probably the worst part to me of this movie was that Luigi barely gets to do anything. Luigi just gets captured for most of the movie. I mean, even DK gets to do a lot more and gets more screen time than Luigi. And the title of the movie is Super Mario Bros. Felt like Luigi really got left out of a lot of the movie. I know he got his time to shine at the end of the movie, but for a movie called Super Mario Bros., it just didn't feel like Luigi got enough time to shine in my opinion. The ending happening in Brooklyn was an odd choice in my opinion, because, I mean, how is any of this going to be explained to everyone that lives there? Why are people not freaking out? Is the Mushroom Kingdom exposed now? Where were the police? I'm sure they'd have a few questions. At the very end, we're shown that they ran the story in the newspaper, saying that Mario and friends, including a living mushroom and a giant ape with a tie, rescued the city. But how was all this explained to the Brooklyn citizens? It might have been explained in the small writing in the newspaper, but I couldn't see it well enough to read it. And another thing that was missing from the ending was the fact that Mario didn't even get a kiss from Peach like at the ending of the games. It didn't have to be a romantic kiss since they just met in this movie. It could have just been like a thank you kiss on the nose, or even showing that he eventually got a thank you cake from her would have been fine too. I feel like there should have been an after party scene at Peach's castle or something, celebrating the defeat of Bowser. I mean, we didn't even get a real ending conversation between Mario and Peach. Peach just says, "Not bad, mustache," and that's it. I know most of this is just nitpicking, but I honestly thought that the ending felt a bit rushed and could have been a little bit better. Or am I thinking too much into it? I don't know. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next for a possible sequel. Which, if you saw the after credits scene, you kind of know what direction they might be going next. And if we're going in the Super Mario World direction, maybe we'll get to see the Koopalings in the next movie. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they'll make movies for other Nintendo games like Zelda. Now that would be something I'd love to see. But for future movies, I hope they actually take their time and give the movies better pacing and fix some of these issues. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it yet, are you gonna go see it? Let me know in the comments section below. I want to thank my Patreons for their continued support of the channel. If you want to support the channel, then consider donating on Patreon. It helps keep this channel going. The link for that is in the description box below. If you don't have Patreon, but you still want to support the channel, you can donate by clicking on the Super Thanks button below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and set the notifications to all, if you want to see more awesome videos like this one. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure and check out some of my other Pokemon videos. My most recent one was talking about creepy backwards Pokemon music, in which I talk about different Pokemon songs and play them backwards, and see just how creepy they sound. I've also done a 50 Things Wrong list with every Pokemon generation, and I've also done videos on other Nintendo games as well. So if any of that content interests you, be sure and go check it out. I'll have the link to the playlist at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. This has been Brandon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.